Devotional. The certainty that sustains the soul. Hebrews 11 verse 1. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. The Christian faith is not a leap into darkness or a naive optimism, it is a posture of certainty and a gaze that rests on God's fidelity above appearances. The author of Hebrews defines faith in strong terms, certainty and conviction. It does not speak of edifying doubts or conjectures, it speaks of a deep trust that sustains life when the senses and circumstances are not enough. This faith is the thread with which believers have woven hope throughout history, walking for promises before seeing their fulfillment. Faith as certainty that acts in hope. The word certainty brings us back to the idea of inner security. Faith is not a possibility, but a firm conviction regarding the future that God promises. Waiting is not passivity but active expectation. Faith sets the heart on the goal, allows us to persevere when the days are gray, and turns waiting into creative expectation, because it is anchored in the divine promise. Faith as conviction in the face of the invisible. To say that faith is the conviction of what is not seen, is to affirm that the real is not always perceived with the eyes. The invisible, God, His purpose, eternal reality, takes ontological precedence over the visible. Living by conviction means that our decisions, sacrifices, and loyalties are founded on spiritual realities that are more solid than any empirical evidence. Faith as the driving force of works and testimonies. Hebrews 11, the chapter on the heroes of faith, shows that this certainty produces life, moving mountains, going out of security into promise, sustaining sacrifices. Authentic faith transforms the will, it leads us to obey, to risk, to love sacrificially. It is not a contemplative faith that remains in emotion, but a faith that concretizes hope in visible actions consistent with God. Practical applications. 1. Take inventory of your expectations. Write down one or two biblical promises that you can claim today, e.g., presence, provision, restoration, and meditate on them each morning until assurance grows in your heart. 2. Practice visible conviction. Identify a concrete action that demonstrates your faith this week, a reconciliation, an offering, a service, and do it even without seeing the immediate result. Let obedience strengthen your certainty. 3. When doubt strikes, cultivate a record of faithfulness. Write down past testimonies where God fulfilled, read them aloud, and pray that this memory will be a renewed anchor for you. 4. Pray for a faith that transforms. Ask the Spirit not to leave you in theories, but that your certainty will be translated into daily faithfulness and witness that draws others to the God who fulfills. Conclusion. The faith that Hebrews presents is a solid, practical, and supernatural force, certainty in expectation and conviction in the face of the invisible. It is not a refuge for ignorance, but the light that allows us to walk steadily at night. Today cultivate that faith that acts, that hopes with hope, and that makes the kingdom of God visible in the midst of the world.